Hi, I'm Charles Kanufke. I'm the Western Regional Vice President for Wattstopper, and I'm here to talk to you about our DLM solution for buildings. Most people probably know about Wattstopper for occupancy sensors. We've been in the sensor business for almost 30 years now, and in regards to that, people think about sensors and power backs, the standard products that we've been selling for 25 years. But I'd like to show you a different way of doing it, and we think that this is really the future. The idea is, instead of being just an electrical signal, let's actually share data. So what we started off with was a very simple project to actually go to our occupancy sensors and try and figure out what are the things people don't like. Well, one of the things they don't like are the little dip switches to set time delays. So we started the ball rolling by saying, wouldn't it be great if we could actually give you an LCD screen so you'd be able to see what the settings are right then and there. That's great because now a commissioning agent can come in and verify easily what the settings are on a device. But that gets the ball rolling, so we started thinking about, well, instead of the low voltage wires that we have in the back, what could we do to make it even easier to communicate? And so we chose Cat 5. It's not Cat 5 because it's Ethernet, it's Cat 5 with our own serial protocol over it that's really simple to install. So if you figure an electrical contractor, this is one of our dimming, what we call room controllers. This is the only device that actually touches power. So we come out of a circuit breaker, we go to this room controller, this has got the relays in it, and then from there we go directly out to the lights. So you're not going down a wall to go to a line voltage switch. You're not having to have any conduit, you're not having to have any line voltage wires. Where actually everything now inside the room is connected just via a Cat 5 cable. It's open topology, so you can daisy chain these devices or you can just split off to multiple devices. Very easy, and it's always a single Cat 5, so if I want to go from a 1-button switch to a 2-button or an 8-button, you've already got the Cat 5 cable there. I just pull the switch out of the wall, put a different one in. These room controllers actually, in addition to doing on and off, also have dimming capability. So if you're looking at one of the fixtures that we have, I can actually be able to turn it on, turn it off, right there to verify if I'm the electrician that I make sure it's working properly. And then I can press and hold, and we should actually see that now the lights are going to dim down. And now the electrician has verified that the 0 to 10 volt wire that they've run out to those fixtures is working properly. That's what we're really looking for, is that them to be able to put this system together and commission it easily. So we could stop right there, but we've also thought about, well, what are the other things that people are looking for? In addition to lighting control, maybe they're looking for plug load control. So in addition to the lights going on and off, we can have plug loads now that are actually being switched on and off by that same occupancy sensor in the room. So now the sensor is doing dual vision. If we want to get even fancier, we can offer up a little handheld remote. So now, instead of having to go out and get a ladder to be able to pull information, I can even do something like go get the current settings from the sensor, point it at the sensor, it says, it blinks at me, and now it comes back with all the settings that I've got. So I can change them on this and now send it back. So imagine now you're a commissioning agent, you don't even have to get on a ladder to take a look at what's going on in the room. You can walk through and check every one of the rooms very easily, make any adjustments, send the information right back. So this is a very modular approach. The room will operate by itself with nothing else. We've already got an occupancy sensor, there's no front-end software required. Everything works and meets the code. But if you want to, we can add another little device inside this room, and now you've got a backnet connection to that room. So now we can run an MSTP backnet wire from room to room to room back to what we call a segment manager. Segment manager allows us now to offer the features that people are looking for a whole building solution. So now you can go in on a web-based screen, any Internet Explorer, Safari, whatever your browser choice is, and be able to go and look at any individual room and be able to pull up the information for that room. So now I can see, in this case, there's my network connection for this room. I can see all the devices in the room, and I can actually then go through and actually, here's a sensor, I can see what that time delay is, I can see what the sensor sensitivity is, and I can change it right from here. This information is really important. So we do the room, we want to control the room, but we want to share the information with any of the integrators that are looking for it, because that same occupancy sensor that's doing the lights could also be the same occupancy sensor that's sending a signal now to the HVAC system to say the room's occupied, keep a tight temperature, or it's unoccupied, you're set back a couple degrees either way, or the room's occupied, keep a fan going. So again, we control the room, but we're sharing all this really valuable information, so now the integrator and the owner can come up with whatever designs they're looking for. So I'm Charles Konufke, the Western Vice President for Wattstopper, and I hope you've enjoyed this view of DLM.